Welcome. We are live, kinda. Definitely not live on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Trying to figure it out. So it's spinning and taunting me right now. It's calling me names. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we'll get something going on here. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages. Welcome to the stream. This is NERDINT, Nerd Intelligence, nerd news from the open source, and it is interactive. I don't know how many people are on. I hope you're trying to get on YouTube and not on Facebook, because Facebook is killing me right now. So hopefully we can get, oh man, it's not playing the game at all. Hopefully we can get this thing figured out in uno momento, as they say. As we look for it. It's been a day. It has been a day, and I hope everybody is here. Hey, what's up, Random Hero? Greetings and welcome. Again, how am I sounding out there? I hope everything's good. I don't know what is going on with Facebook, because it is not liking us at all right now. Let's see what we get when we do this. We're gonna go back and try it again. And we go here. Maybe that's the problem. Yep, that's where I want to be. It's just spinning. Spinning and looking at me. Taunting me. Calling me names. Taunting me, calling me names. Let's get a little bigger in the commander's seat here. There we go. I'm quite a bit bigger. I'm prettier up close and personal. And let me get my invisibility cloak. It's an invisibility cloak, Harry. My body, it's gone. A little Harry Potter action. 10 points for Gryffindor. Wearing the Star Wars shirt tonight. Right on. Oh, since we're making all kinds of noise in here tonight. Since we're talking about Star Wars, let's see what's going on with the latest and greatest from there. You know, there have been some really good things going on from there. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars and all that it is. I've loved the Star Wars universe. Been a fan since I was born in the early 70s. So I've been around for a while, giving away my age. And I remember waiting in line at the little theater in the town that I was 5 miles away from my little town, because my little town was little, and waiting to go see it. And now The Last Jedi is upon us, and I was really sad when they spoiler alert, I was really upset whenever they killed Han Solo. A lot of people know that I read the books, and that basically killed everything from the books in the whole expanded universe and everything. Looking at the cast, let's see who's coming back. We've got Tom Hardy's going to be Tom Hardy is a pretty good actor. He's been in things like Mad Max, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, The Revenant. Yeah, I'm having problems with Facebook. Yeah, it's just Facebook sitting there spinning at me. I'm gonna try to reload again, and I don't know what the issue is. Maybe I've been banned from Facebook videos. I haven't seen anything. Let's see what my notifications say here. Let's see. Well, I could boost my post. So I'm gonna go to my Facebook page and let everybody know that the Nerd News, NERDINT, is having broadcast issues. Jump over to YouTube and let me see if I can capture the link here. Where is the link? There's got to be a link, right? There it is. There you go. No, that's the server URL. Wah, wah, wah. We don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Well, boogers. Yeah, you heard me. I said boogers. It was going to be a short night anyway, and it's getting shorter all the time. So come see Darth Venetia on the YouTubes. YouTube. Let your friends know that, first of all, I can't spell. And second of all, it always wants to correct my name there. So, all right. We'll give it a try again, though, here shortly. Back to Star Wars. Again, I hope all my Star Wars nerds are out there. Random Heroes got a man crush or man swoon for Tom Hardy. Gwendolyn Christie is back as Captain Phasma. I thought that Captain Phasma was a big letdown after all the hype in The Force Awakens. It's like, wow. That was kind of anticlimactic when she came out on the screen and you thought some badass stuff was going to happen, and badass stuff didn't happen. Adam Driver's back. Daisy Ridley, Ray's back for this one. We all kind of saw that at the end of the first one. You know, the meeting there at the end. Yeah, let your friends know. You got more friends than me. Mark Hamill, Andy Serkis. Let's see what he's been in, because I'm not familiar with him. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Lord of the Rings. Okay. And The Prestige. What else has he been in? The Jungle Book, Black Panther. That's post-production right now. And Ray is your bae. Avengers: Age of Ultron. This guy's been in quite a few things. Oh, he was Gollum. What was he in? He was in the Lord of the Rings. He was Gollum in Lord of the Rings. So this guy, he's a method actor. He did the hopping around. He wore the green suit for Gollum. So this guy knows he's got his chops anyway. We'll put it like that. Carrie Fisher. So sad. That's my crush right there. Carrie Fisher. Just, I fell in love with her at a very young age. And, she just, another person gone too soon. Just too soon. So sad. Breaks my heart. She'll always be Princess Leia. That's for sure. Nobody's going to replace her in that aspect ever. If they try, they will probably get the beat down from me and a bazillion other nerds in the world. They're like, no, can't do that. That ain't gonna work. Not gonna happen. Like I said, big crush of mine whenever I was younger, and just so sad when stars like that pass. So let's give we're gonna give Facebook another try. It's got a different icon this time, that instead it looks like the Xbox controller icon on Facebook instead of what it needs to load at, or what it usually loads as. So I'm a little upset with that. But back to The Last Jedi. A couple more people that's going to be in there. John Boyega as Finn, and Warwick Davis. As we all know, we lost Kenny Baker, R2D2, and so Warwick Davis will be back, and it doesn't say exactly what he is going to be or who he's going to play. Let me see if it says it here. Nope, it's just blank. So he may be taking over R2D2. Again, he's a short of stature man. Let me see if I can bring up an image of him for you guys. Hey, just a reminder, there is a huge lag, a huge difference between Facebook, and so when I see something on Facebook when you're chatting with me, I'll definitely stop what I'm doing. You know, it seems like we jump around quite a bit, but you know, it is what it is. This is interactive, so be it. So if we have to stop for a second and come up with and talk to some people, I would much rather do that than because this is for you, and it's for me, but I want you guys to be interactive and talk to me. So it's no good. It's not nerd news if it's not interactive. So here's Mr. Warwick Davis. He's a small of stature guy. It's not nice to knock little people. If they want to be called midgets, let them be called midgets. But if not, you know, you want to find out what they like to be called. So I think in the nerd world, we try really hard not to offend each other too much, and that's not such a horrible thing. Not at all. I just grew a little bit. Trying to fill in more of the screen. I'm gonna have to let me know what you think about the background. This is my Star Destroyer. Haven't named it yet, so if you got an idea for a name, that'd be cool too. Put it in the comments. I always check later about the comments and stuff that I get. So we'll check it out. All right, still just spinning. Still spinning. So I'm gonna shut down Facebook altogether, and just bye-bye Facebook for now. We'll come back to you. So that's kind of hurts. Kind of hurts because that's one of my main streaming engines. I didn't want to do Twitch. There's a lot of people on Twitch, and they're doing gaming and not so much what we're doing. And I like what we're doing better. I love the game, don't get me wrong. I love playing with my squad right now. I'm trying to come up with a name for our squad. So if you don't get to see us, we're Mondays, same time, 8 to roughly 10 o'clock. Tonight's going to be a short one again. I'm only going to go for about an hour tonight, and we're already 20 minutes into it. So, you know, let me know what you like and what you don't like. So, yeah, the early alert system, as I like to call him, is in there barking up a storm. I think he's a little angry with me. So, he still loves me, though. Love to bite my hand if I don't feed him. But you're not supposed to bite the hand that feeds you, right? Right. Exactly. All right. So let's see if we can if you got something you want to talk about, tonight would be a really good night. Like I said, I was going to keep it short and sweet. There's definitely some stuff out there to talk about. And one of the things that I'd like to talk about is, if I can find it here, let's pull up another window so we can get us a picture of it. I like to have the pictures up so you guys see what we're talking about, and try to get stuff that's just right on the web, that's not copyrighted or anything like that. I don't want to violate any copyright infringements. You know, you start doing that crap, you're digging into people's wallets, and I definitely don't want to hurt anybody's wallets or their feelings, because we live in feelings anymore. It certainly seems like everybody feels something about something. Everybody feels something about something. Do I let it come over my shoulder? Nah, we can leave it just like that. Boom. Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Twitch IRL is what I'm doing now. I'm not sure. I'm just YouTubing it right now. Eventually I may go over to Twitch. We'll see once we get it a little better refined. Right now we're still in the early stages. So it be what it be, as they say. Alright, we're gonna give this friggin' YouTube thing another shot in the booty here. See if it'll, not YouTube, Facebook. We'll see what Facebook's gonna say. Again, with that controller, it just looks funny. Settings. I don't know. And we're spinning. I feel like I should be poking something or punching a button. I don't see anything to do anything to. Nothing. It's not giving me what I need. It's breaking my heart right now. You're breaking my heart, Smalls. Hey, I'm sorry, Facebook. Really am. This is just not working out for Facebook, my Facebook fans tonight. And I usually get a couple people over there. So, I'm sorry. Stop the feels. They're killing me. It hurts. I know, right? But the big thing that I'm looking for in Thor Ragnarok is the Hulk and Thor fight again. They got into a little bit of punch and match in some of the Avenger movies, and that's cool. I really like how Thor went. I'm even, like, I've heard people complain about the outfit uniform that Thor has on, you know. I like it. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, what we'll do is, once we're done, we're gonna upload it into Facebook. That's all I can do. So yeah, the video will be uploaded into Facebook. So let's see who's gonna be in Thor. We're gonna go check out the well, I'll be dipped. We're going to go check out the characters, see who's going to be in here. Of course, you're going to have... oh, hey! Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be showing in this one. So, Doctor Strange is going to be in there. Chris Hemsworth, of course, will be revamping his role as Thor. There's a few people that Anthony Hopkins, is he not the greatest? He's like one of the greatest actors ever. I love him. He is super awesome. Every movie he plays in, he nails the role. And one of the great actors of our time, and I feel lucky that we're around to see his genius play out on the big screen. And if you don't think he's a genius, me and you need to fight. Like I said, I love him. He is a great actor. And let's see if this doesn't put a little fear in you. From Silence of the Lambs. Again, another great movie. Just great all-around actor. So I think tonight's going to wind up being movie night because I don't have much tech news going on. As far as tech news, what is going on is just the battle between AMD and Intel and their CPUs. So, I mean, woohoo! You know, if you've got a computer and it's working good for you and you're happy with it, you know, if you're fortunate enough to have the budget where you can buy a new CPU and a new motherboard and probably some other new gear that's going to have to go with it, you know, then more power to you. But yeah, not everybody can afford the big computers. Exactly. So I got a question for everybody out there. There's a guy that we all know who's been in a couple movies, done a few things, and now he's making a run for office. So what do we think about stars, athletes, and those who run for office? Now, I said no politics, just kind of is. And I think in one of my descriptions I put a little politics, because you can't really get away from politics 100%. But Kid Rock is running for Senate or Congressman. Where are we at? He is running. It just says political office. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, and he went off on a tirade during one of his concerts, and that's made some people a little upset. He's basically came out and went off on Nazis and some other groups that, you know, they're not what people want to see, you know. So I have no friends who are into that or even care about any of that. It's just, you know, it's not what we do, and we don't. Again, nobody wants to be a part of that, and why would they? And for those of you that stay away from it, good. There goes Mr. Oliver again. He's not happy tonight. I think he's upset that he's not getting any airtime. We may have to do the Mr. Oliver show sometime to see if we can make him happy. He's not a happy puppy tonight. So there goes Mr. Rock. So there has been, speaking of the Rock, there's been talk about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson running for president in 2020. Oprah running for president 2020. It takes a leader to run things, and they're playing off their popularity and their business acumen, but The Rock has been an actor and an athlete, and it's hugely different than anything that we've done. Ronald Reagan was an actor. True, you got me on that one. Good call. I like that. Ronald Reagan was an actor. So yeah, good call on that there, Cody. Excellent. Yeah, there have been actors, been great presidents. I mean, I personally think that Ronald Reagan was a great president. So, and I'm sure other people would disagree with me, but you know, whatever, whatevs, right? All right, do we give the Facebook thing one more try? Nope. I'm voting no. No more Facebook. We'll just give up right there. What other movies are coming out soon? What about Aquaman? I have been watching the crap out of Game of Thrones, and he's like right there in the very first episode of Game of Thrones, and he's badass. There's just no way to put it. He's a badass in that movie, and I don't even know his name. Is that sad? Not really. Jason Momoa. I'm gonna say Momoa. Jason Momoa. I'm terrible with names. You know, I was a teacher for a couple years, and I barely could remember half my kids' names whenever I was a teacher. But anyway, so Jason Momoa. William Dafoe, great actor. What? Can anybody name the superhero movie that he played a villain in? Boom, 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 boom. I hope this doesn't infringe a copyright. Boom, 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 boom. Spider-Man. He played the Green Goblin, which was great. And he's a great actor. William Dafoe. Nicole Kidman will be Queen Atlantica. And Dolph Lundgren. Yes. Who remembers the Rocky movie? Was it Rocky 1? No. Rocky 2? No. It was Rocky 3? No. It was Rocky 4. And pretty soon it would be Rocky 94. Can't hear the bell no more. But Dolph Lundgren played the Russian monster that everybody loved to hate. And that famous line when they bump gloves, I will crush you. So, yep. You got it there, Random Hero. Spider-Man was the movie. Can't make that any bigger, can I? I'm trying to figure out how to blow up my my chat and make it larger. Pop out chat. Hey, there we go. That's a lot better right there. Yes, Spider-Man was the answer to, and good job. You know, one of these days, Buddha Dolph. Oh my gosh, Dolph Lundgren, great actor, great actor. The guy is super smart too. He has like a bachelor, except Rocky. Yeah, that was awesome. I will crush you. So yeah. Who else? We will see an appearance of the Black Manta. For those of you who are Justice Leaguers and you've watched Justice League and you've seen the cartoons, you know who the Black Manta is. This is going to be a good movie. I am really excited already. And there is a Russian Submariner 2 played by Connor Ziegenhagen. So he's going to be in there too. So another great movie. The guy is just jacked, and all the tattoos and everything that he's gonna have. I'll put this up for you to peruse. But this is gonna be another good movie, good superhero movie. I hope. I really hope. I don't want this one to fail. Wonder Woman, outstanding movie. Was not a huge fan of Batman versus Superman, as all my friends know, but it had its ups and downs. So there's 11-second delay on YouTube. That's about right. So somebody has put a bug in my ear about the Batgirl movie. So let's see if we can find any information on the Batgirl movie and who's going to be in it. Let's go to the web and see what it says. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's well, while we wait for that to come up, let's go to images so we can get us a Batgirl image in there. I'm all about the images, people. All about the images. Gotta have the images. For the love of Pete. I've done that twice now. Yes. Technical difficulties, please. Stand by. Alright. I'm gonna make a jump out of the Starship for a second. The Star Destroyer, my bad. The Star Destroyer for just a second. It's one of those nights. What the flitter flatter? Alright. Definitely having some technical difficulties tonight. I'm glad for those of you who are watching, you're still hanging in there and hanging with me. I hope you'll still be my friend when this is all over. Wow. Some days you just want to crawl under the bed and wish to start the day over with. Well, here you go. This is one of them days. We don't want to go that far. There we go. There's the... Sorry. I had to turn the lights down because of the power bill and turn it back up. Just kidding. The Batgirl movie. So Warner Brothers had no plans for a Batgirl movie, and then Joss Whedon changed their mind. This is coming out of Variety, has a piece about Warner Brothers' plans for the new DC Comics adaptation. And this was a discussion that I had with some other people not too long ago. DC has cornered the market on the television side with the DC Legends. Even I watched Shield, Marvel's Shield, and it wasn't. I couldn't get into it. I love the Shield, Agents of Shield, in the movies, and the first couple shows were pretty good, but it took them a while to get the superheroes rolling, and I wanted to see more stuff, and I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting out of what I wanted, but the Marvel or the DC, the Green Lantern, the Flash, all those were really grabbed my attention from the first episode and kept it throughout 3 to 4 seasons. So I would binge watch those. So I really enjoyed those. It's like Marvel has captured the movie corner, but DC has got the TV series. And with what Netflix is doing with the Marvel, the Defenders, the Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones. Why do I always pull a brain fart when it comes to Luke Cage? But I loved Luke Cage. That one was awesome. So it seems that Marvel has its niche in Netflix. Although I really had a hard time myself personally getting into Jessica Jones, and just the Fist was just Iron Fist was just, I don't know. Yeah, DC movies have been crap, except Wonder Woman was so good. Oh my God, that was so good. I really didn't go in there with any expectations of what to expect, so that may be why it was so good. So, you know, the Flash shows are owning Marvel. That's true, except for Daredevil. I would have to put Luke Cage up there with Daredevil because I thought that was done just as well. Yeah, Marvel has the streaming with Netflix. So anyway, given the success of Wonder Woman, that kind of changed Warner Brothers' mind, and so they're going to run with that. I wonder when we'll see that. Yeah, I think the Punisher will be really good, and I can't wait to see it. I'm sure he's going to make an appearance in the Defenders. I haven't seen that yet. Gosh, there's just, this is the age of, this is the age of the comic book movies and comic book television shows. Like when I was younger in the 70s and 80s, we had them. Even there were some in the 90s, but they were not as good as they are now. You know, technology leaps and bounds. So it's just, man, you know, it is what it is. And you just wonder where it can only get better from here, right? Right? I mean, it can only get that much better. And that just makes you happy to be alive in this time that we have. You know, it's like I love being where we're at and doing what we're doing. There's some bad things about 2017, but there's some good things about 2017, and the movies and all that stuff that we're getting to see is part of that. So I'll put this up here. Hope everybody likes it. Marvel versus DC. And there are some people that will, when it comes to comic books, they'll, oh, this is so much better than that. And you can compare the characters, you know, Rock Thing and the Hulk. Compared to what, to who? You know, who do they have to compare to in the DC universe? You know, they have the Green Lantern and Batman and Superman versus, you know, Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and you're just like, you know, who is better? And I just, everybody has their favorite superhero. You have to, right? You have to have your favorite. And mine is, so every time I don't think that the Hulk can be beat. Because the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. And he has healing powers. It's not like Wolverine healing powers, but he still has healing powers. You know, so there's the Hulk is like one of my overall favorites. You know, if you have to pick a top 5, pick a top 5. Take your time. Put it in the comments on YouTube. Put it in the comments on Facebook when I get this posted again. If you're watching this on Facebook, hey, thanks for watching. I do apologize about the about what happened there on the Facebook side, but there's not a whole lot that I can really do about it. So it's a Facebook thing. I wonder if it was because I was just a few minutes late, but I don't think they would be that picky about it. Do you think? Do you think? You never know, right? So it'll be what it'll be. We'll get the video up there. That's for sure. Whoops, got rid of the wrong thing there. Here pretty soon though, we may change format greatly, and we may have a second working with me. We're gonna give that a whirl from a distance and see how that works. I would rather than be sitting across from here in the same seat, and we'll camera it up and see how that works. But you know, we're always trying to get better, and if you have any suggestions on what would help make us better, I'm all ears. Always want to get better, always want to make things more awesome for the fans. So that's the goal, is just to be good. It's not to make money. I would love donations, and if you're so inclined to donate, appreciate it. You can donate right down here at the bottom. Take the other hand and do it. Become a sponsor. We're gonna start doing some stuff. The better we get and the more involved that we can get in this, and the more refined it gets, then we'll start having maybe some give-me's for sponsors, maybe some special things for sponsors. So these are all things in the work, and I'm really excited. Like, this is the ground floor of a new business. Yep, it is kind of the ground floor of a new business venture, and we're gonna make it better. And I can't make it better without you. So tell your friends, So Cody, if you're still out there, man, thanks for stopping by again. You know, keep dropping a line, and I can't. If they don't know anything, there, Sarah will educate them. Like the fake smile, it works good though. We'll educate them. So one of the last things I want to talk about tonight, and I don't think it'll take. That's Sarah. I think Sarah knows Random somehow, and Random might eventually become a part of the show. We'll see. We're gonna work on things. I got friends in faraway places that want to work it out. I would like to have some guest hosts, and I would like to also get a production manager that will run this part that I'm always dropping, clicking, and moving stuff around, and the lovely long pauses while I'm taking one thing out of the folder, putting it up on the screen. So, and speaking of that, let's get a little something up there to help us see why is this map up here. People are like, I don't know why did we have a map up here at all? So let's see if I can, whoops, that's the wrong one. Here we go. We'll drop this in here too and see if this helps people figure out what's going on. What is this crazy map that we see? It's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds new map. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's going to be an 8x8, and that kind of hurts some people's feelings. And I've talked about this in the past. I had a little bit better picture up there about like this, because this is the actual map that when they interviewed him that they showed a lot of. They showed the other one. Ha ha ha. There's a comment that I just got, and all I'll say is ha ha ha. And the talking head. So it's going to be an 8x8 map, which is what PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is now. And I forget the name of the island, so let's do a little Google searching on here and see what we can figure out. Rangel? That don't sound right. I heard it earlier today. Like I said, I was watching a video with the PlayerUnknown, and he was talking about some of the things that are going to be on the new map, and it will be available with when it comes out for Xbox. So that'll be pretty awesome. It's going to be, there's not going to be a lot of trees and stuff. It's going to be, I don't think it'll be harder to stay alive. They're using a new engine to build the scenery and the land and everything that's going to be there. And so you're going to have, it's going to be more like natural terrain. And so with that, you're going to have little dips and valleys and holes and stuff. So, or, you know, like shallow areas to lay down in, divots in the ground, if you will, indentions, whatever. So you lay down and your guy's more level with the ground, with the grass and with no grass around, whatever foliage you can get in. But like he said, this is going to make driving vehicles crazy. So it's going to make driving vehicles really hard with all the dips and stuff. There's some parts of PlayerUnknown. Yeah, it's going to be a desert environment. This new map is going to be a desert environment. So, Sarah, I'll get right back to your question as soon as I finish this. We'll talk a little bit about streaming here again in just a second. But let me hit this while it's fresh on my pea brain. And because my attention span right now is getting bad. It's getting late, folks. It's going to be a long weekend. So, let's see what else they say about it here. They're talking about 2 new maps, and we know about the desert one and some more weapons. That's the big thing. They're also, one of the other things that they're doing is they're bumping over people that have hacks or mods. They're bumping them over to their own server. So if you get in, your system's getting red, and if they find anything, then they're bumping you over to another server. So that's, all the cheaters can play together. There are even some things that PUBG says is not cheating, that other people find that are cheating. One of the streamers that I follow, I put the question out there: are some of these map hacks that PUBG says they're not cheating and you won't get banned for using them, are they cheating or not? And the general consensus was, yeah, it's cheating. It gives you an advantage. Personally, if everybody has it and can use it, then it's not cheating, because again, everybody has it. Cheating is a disadvantage, taking a disadvantage over everybody else. So PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is a lot of luck, because sometimes you get a better shut off than somebody, sometimes you get a headshot in the heat of the battle. When you're close, you're always trying to get those headshots from a distance. But PlayerUnknown's Battleground is a lot of luck, and how you play the circle, where you wind up in the circle. Do you sneak, are you running in on people, or people running in on you? So there is some strategy to it. There has to be, but there's a lot of luck that plays out in it as well. So talking a little bit more about streaming, when you say VR, I hope you're talking about video camera. If that's not right, Sarah, just shoot me what VR actually. Oh, do you need a certain type of VR for Steam? No, you don't. You need something that's compatible with your computer. If you're going to do virtual reality, there's a lot of them out there, and I believe Steam has their own VR system. Let's look that up. Yeah, there's a bunch of different types. Let's see what it says here for Steam itself. They've got a really nice, is it Steam? Go to store.steampowered.com and check that out. Yeah, virtual reality. And they've got some good examples of what some of the things look like, but they really don't talk about their own, or which kind of headset or anything do you need. They've got, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games already up and ready to go in the virtual reality world. Do they have their own? Yes. Well, there's the Steam controller. There's Steam Link. There's Steam Machines, and there's Steam VR by HTC. You know what? Wonder how much that costs. Let's learn a little more about it. And it takes us right to the store-powered Steam. And that's all the games. And I don't see a price. So let's go again and look and see what else we can find here. That's good news. That is great news if we've lost our camera. I've lost my camera. Dang it, Jim, I lost my camera. I was just talking about cameras a second ago. So, look at that. That's a sexy guy right there. And I'm back. PUBG is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. God, if it ever goes VR, heaven help us. So the HTC Vive, which is the one that looks like they're advertising on Steam, is only $600. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy all those fun things, because that's pretty expensive. So yeah, right now that's the only one I see that they have out there. So there may be others, but that's all that I've seen kind of advertised right now. Let's see what it says for headsets here. Yeah, there's $59. There's a Carl Viz VEISS Visis VR for $50. There's a VR1 Plus Reality Black for $100 at Target. Etsy's got one for just a headset. Oh, that's a protector. Never mind. So, but to answer your question, Cody, if you're asking what PUBG is, PUBG. Happy my ass. Yeah, right. That's PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. You know, it's kind of like the military. We got to put everything in a acronym. So, all right. Well, winding things down. I hope everybody had a decent time that's on here. I learned a few things. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about real quick PC transfers and frames per second and things like that. Most games cost about $60, whether you buy them online or you download them out of the Xbox or the PlayStation 4 area, and then you're looking at maybe you need another hard drive, all the games you downloaded, things like that. Another hard drive is about, I believe for Xbox, it's a couple $100 or close. I don't know about, yeah, there's an external hard drive. Let's look it up in shopping. 2 terabyte. 2 terabytes about $100. So it just depends on where you look at it for. They don't really have one for the PS4, but apparently Seagate has a 2 terabyte for about $100 as well. So if you're gonna, I like to download my games just because I'm lazy and I don't like to get up and change discs back and forth and all that fun stuff. First person games, Call of Duty was probably the first person player game that I got in. I like it. I like the third person in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds more than the first person. I haven't played a lot of first person. I've played a little bit, just by myself, and kind of just like what happens when you first start playing it in third person, you get shot in the back. So it happens. So I want to look up some more VR equipment for Steam and see what we come up with. So we got a battle going on. So again, it's $600 for the HTC Vive, the Carl ZEISS Visis VR1 Plus personal reality headset, and that's just a headset. The HTC has the 2 hand things, so it reads your hands, and what they're doing is the Carl Vis one, just the headset, is $100. The Pimax 4K UHD reality headset is $374, $375. HTC Vive has a 3D reality set that's $700. So it's worth it to shop around to get a better price. There are a few others out there. I am going to play some other games. You know what I'm really waiting for? And I can't wait, and I'm going to probably play it so much people are going to hate me for streaming it. But Battlefront 2, the Star Wars game. There's going to be a ton of heroes and a ton of villains. Darth Maul is going to be there. They're going to have some bounty hunters. And no, I don't think there'll be a PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds 2. I think they'll just keep adding maps and keep adding to it and making it better. But yeah, that's the one I'm really excited about playing right now. Let's see what the new game lineup is. Well, you say 2.0 USB, but we're up to 3.1 USB at this point. So that's a lot faster. You're looking at a lot of download speeds. So new games for 2017 and 2018, and let's see what we get. That ain't what we want at all. Super Mario Brothers has a wall calendar that's coming out. I love it. I love it. Monster Hunter, Sea of Thieves, A Way Out, Days Gone. Now I heard about that. I've heard that's really good. Red Dead Redemption 2, that looks good. See what else we got coming out. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in, I get games and I play them to death. Far Cry 5 is coming out. That looks really good. I like the looks of what I've seen on that, so that might be a game that I'll get. There's a Monster Hunter. I'm not feeling that. The Sea of Thieves, not feeling that. A Way Out, that looks pretty good. A Way Out is basically Shawshank Redemption for video games. So it'll be a long night for whoever plays it. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 was really good. I played it a lot. Crackdown 3. Played Crackdown for a long time. And couldn't get into Crackdown 2. State of Decay 2 is coming out. I heard State of Decay was pretty good. Anthem. That looks... The futuristic games, I can't get into, really. I like the past games. Skull and Bones looks good. It's kind of looks like a pirate, kind of a sea thing. There's another God of War coming out. Darksiders. Metro Exodus. It's a third-person game. Is a criminally underappreciated post-apocalyptic series transporting you to some ruins of modern civilization. Huh. So that doesn't look too bad. There's for those of you like flying games, there's Ace Combat 7. This guy's unknown. And I'm hoping to find the one you were talking about there, random. But I'm not seeing it right here. There's a new Spider-Man game that'll be coming out. Final Fantasy. And The Last of Us Part 2. It picks up the story of Joe and Ellie 5 years after the original game. While survival in a post-outbreak world will still be the key theme of the game, that's all they know. So you got the two main characters, and you've got it's happening after the first game. So it might be worth getting the first game. I've heard a lot of people talk about Call of Duty World War II, and why I'm not excited about Call of Duty World War II is kind of the same reasons they are. I've watched a lot of beta play, and think about it. What made the Call of Duty games so awesome? It's the kill streaks. You got these awesome kill streaks. You get 3, then you get the radar. Then you get 5, and then you get something cool. You get a drone, you get a missile strike, artillery, something cool. And the more you get, the cooler the stuff it is, the more kill streaks you have. But now they have, it's like a Molotov cocktail. You get a Molotov cocktail and play around on battlegrounds. You can just find one in a house and throw it on somebody. So that's not so exciting. What else? You get there's a plane strife. It makes one run. So like in the one of the Call of Duties, I believe it's, oh my god, I'm pulling a brain fart right now. But anyway, you're in a plane with a gun turret and you're flying around the map and you're taking people out the entire time, and if they run in the open, you'll get them. So they're saying that, yeah, that the beta has brought back the franchise, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not. I'm going to download whenever I can get a little extra cash the Modern Warfare, because that was like one of my favorites. But I'm just not super excited about the Call of Duty World War II. I feel bad, kind of, but I feel more let down. Another game that looks really good, but it's only for a PS4 platform, is Death Stranding. Hideo Kojima's first game after the Metal Gear franchise. Metal Gear is excellent. I love playing Metal Gear. Not like really into it as much as I am into other games, but I like Metal Gear, you know, sneaking around and killing people, which happens to be what happens with Skyrim. At a certain point, you're just sneaking through caves killing people with a bow. But anyway, it features weirdo babies and stars, Guillermo del Toro and Mads Mikkelsen. The trailers look really good so far, but they really haven't put out much about it. So it looks great, and I hope looks aren't deceiving. Cyberpunk 2077, that is another looks really good game. The graphics look great, so we'll have to check it out. Yeah, it's got his face, but I don't think he's actually in it. Norman Reedus, however you say it. So that's what we got with that. Well, all right. Anybody else got anything for the good of the cause, as they say? Well, I want to thank those people that stopped by. Random Hero, Cody, and Sarah. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for chatting. I hope you guys learned something. I always do, because like I said, I'm interested in what you're interested in. Nerds of a feather flock together, so to speak. So I feel bad that we couldn't get it up on Facebook, but we'll get it up afterwards. We'll Viagra that sucker, see what we can do. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to hear next time. And again, thanks for stopping by. This is Darth Panisha, and the transmission is